Oh, shoot!
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Dream Star Toys Slingshoot. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging right up front. Here we have a lovely image of Slingshoot. Up top we have Slingshoot, on the bottom we have Slingshoot on the side, Slingshoot on the other side, Slingshoot on the back of the box. Bunch of obligatory product shots, this and stuff and things. Bunch of stuff that I cannot read. QR codes, you want to scan them, go ahead, free scan on me, you're welcome. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have Slingshoot, and this is the first component of Dreamstar Toys aerial bots that will form Superion, and this is their take on Slingshot. So as you can see, a very stylized version here of our aerial bots, and personally I think these would fit in perfectly with the MPM line. These just seems like these would be like movie aerial bots, but that's just me, as always, to each their own. But I think they would work perfectly with the MPM line. But yeah, here we have Slingshot. So let's get in close here so we can take a look not at his abs, but at his noggin. Oh, there's a noggin. You can see, very nicely done head sculpt. A lot of silver, if you can't tell, a lot of silver. They said, how much silver do you want on this figure? And they said yes, but lots of silver. We get some nice metallic red here on the chest, some nice tampograph details as well. Again, looking at the head sculpt, you get some red in there. The eyes are done like a gold. Again, lots of nice detail. You got some transparent pieces right here on the shoulders. And lots of detail, lots of silver. You get some gold in there as well. Get some bits of red here and there. But overall, nicely done though. Some nice sculpting here, some nice detail. And lots of silver. Did I mention silver? Lots of silver. But overall, looks good. You have a thumb hanging out back here because that's a combined mode hand. But yeah. But overall, over at the back, yeah, it's got a bit of a backpack going on there. But all in all, not too shabby. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you do have wiggly waggly. You do have a hinge here as well, so you can look down a bit more if you need them to. You can look up about that far. Head can do a full 360. On the arms, can do a full 360. You have to kind of get around stuff, but you can do it. Kind of, sort of. The missile's kind of getting in the way, but in and out. You do have bicep rotation. You have a double jointed elbow, so you have a nice range of movement there. You do have wrist rotation. You also have a hinge that allows the hand to move outward if you needed to. You do have posable fingers. The thumb is on a ball joint at the base, and you have a hinge here and a hinge here. Each finger is on a ball joint at the base, and you have a hinge here and a hinge here, so you have nice fully posable hands, although they can be a little bit of a pain in the butts when you're transforming him, but nice posable fingers. You do have waist rotation. You can move this out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move forward about that far, back, that far, outward, full splits, and then some. You got thigh rotation. You have a bit over 90 degrees of bend there out to the knee. You kind of see how things are kind of hooked together here, which is quite nice. And as far as the feet go, they can't move up, they can't move down, they can rotate. You do have lots of ankle tiltage. Now the toe itself is clipped into this section here. If you undo that clip, you can give them a toe joint. It's not a very sturdy toe joint because that hinge is not really meant to support weight, but you can kind of give them a toe joint if you wish. Now, as far as accessories go, you do get some weaponry. You get a pair of blasters here, done in black, with some nice gunmetal gray. You get some nice detailing there. Again, you get two of these, and it works via the tab in the slot of the palm. method of weapon holding. As you can see, the tab it's a small tab, but basically the trick is here is you have to kind of bring the gun in kind of at this angle and then just kind of swing it in. So just get it lined up, and then once you swing it in, push it in, and it pops right in. And he holds that nice and secure. That's not falling out. So we can give him both guns here. Again, just line it up. It'll just kind of thoop into place. You'll feel it thoop. And there you go. It can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang, and all of that good stuff right there. And you also get a base of displayage here. Just cast all in black. You get some molded detail in there. You have the arm, which is adjustable. You have a hinge there and a hinge right there. You can plug this on either end if you want to. Totally up to you what you want to do there. And one thing that's cool is that you can flip out these little connectors here on the sides, which means that all the aerial bots are going to come with a wedge, and you'll end up probably with a circle of aerial bots. You can have them all displayed like that, which is quite cool. I like that. I really like that. So you have two different adapters here. You have this adapter right here, which is meant for robot mode, and then you have this adapter right here, which is meant for jet mode. So we can just plug this one in. Just pops right in, and then we plug this into his buttocks. Right there, into the buttocks. And there you go. That will keep him nice and steady. Hooray for nice and sturdy. But the base also has a little light in here that you can swing up. And the way you activate these is the guns have a magnet right here in the barrel. So you just touch the gun to the light and boop, it lights up with a bright blue LED. People complaining about why is it blue. I don't know. I like it. They breaks up all the silver. Why not? Give us some extra color. There you go. You got a nice little blue LED that goes off in there. You kind of angle that however you wish. I quite like that. And turn it off. Just go boop. And there you go. Now the base, the batteries are two AG4 batteries that go in the base. And to access the battery compartment, you have to just pop this off. It's just pegged in. And then you want to pop off this little transparent cover. This will come with it, and then you have to undo this screw right here on the side, take it apart, and that will give you access to the battery compartments. Then you can pop those two AG4s in there, then you just screw it back together, pop this back on, pop this into the base, and voila, you are ready for boop, boop, illumination. So you can do all kinds of that if you want. Now, there are lights in his head as well. Unfortunately, I cannot show that off because I couldn't get them delivered in time, and every store I went to did not have them in, so I can't show off the lights in the head. But the lights take two SR521 batteries, and it works the same way. You use the magnet in the gun, you go boop, and his eyes will light up. Sorry I can't show that off right now. I just couldn't get the batteries in time. But I will show that off at a later date. So, and one last thing that's in the box is this right here. And this genuinely confused me at first. But what this is this is a tool to help you with the transformation on this guy. A little wedge, a little hook thing for the combined mode peg. So yeah, little tool that they include to help you with the transformation. And that is pretty much it for the accessories. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with the Zeta Toys Slingshot. And here he is with G1 Slingshot because it's precious, tiny, and oh, so precious. Here he is with Masterpiece Starscream. Here he is with the MPM Prime, and personally I think these guys would work perfectly well on an MPM shelf. And personally, I think these guys would work quite well with these boys right here, the Kang's Toys Predacon. So that is basically it for the robot mode, so let's get down to transformation, shall we? So, to get him into jet mode, we're going to start off with the arms. So just bring this panel out, bring this panel down. You want to bring this section down and then just rotate it forward and just get all that lined up. You then want to take the hand. You want to make sure the thumb is out. Rotate the hand 180, and then that will just swing in right there like so. And once you've done that, you're just going to compress the arm up like that. You got that done. Second verse is just like the first. Open up the top panel, bring down that panel, bring the section down and forward, swing that around, rotate the hand, swing that in like that, and then just compress the arm up like so, and you got that all situated. So now we're gonna come back here to the backpack, and helps if you bring the arms forward here. And also these missiles here on armatures here, so you want to kind of have those angled out. This on this side, the hinge is a little loose, but you're gonna have that sitting over your shoulders if you want to. But anyway, we can unhook the wings here. They hook in right up in here. Let's bring them out. You can see that's where it tabs in. Just undo that, and just undo that. And then you just undo this whole panel here, bring that down, and just get that out of the way. So now we're going to undo these little side panels. Now it's tabbed in here, and it's also plugged in right back here. So the best way to do this, so you don't risk stressing anything, is I put my thumb like right here on the hinge, and then I just kind of pop it out like that, and then you can just swing this out like so, and just bring it down and just leave them out like that. So I found that's the best way to do it, just to make sure you're not like stressing that hinge or anything. It kind of keeps it supported, so just pop that out, and then you can swing that out and just bring that down and just leave them hanging out there for now. Then you take this whole section here, this whole cockpit section, you just take this, bring that back, and there we go. So now we're going to take this whole chest assembly here, rock this up, and then you want to open up this panel here and then tuck his head down and make sure that landing gear is cleared there. There we go. So just tuck the head down and then bring this up and over, and then you can close this up and just bring that back like so. And then you can see how that ends up there. So now you can just bring these arms back down. You want to rock them down, not all the way. You don't want them in position just yet, but you want them just like that, just so they stay out of the way. Now this nose cone section here does slide out. Just get that pull. That'll slide out, and then you can bring this up and over, and it'll clear that. And once you've done that, you can stay. There we go. Once you've done that, you can take this nose cone and then just push it right back down, and it will snap into place. Once you've done that, you take these two panels here and swing them forward, and they will meet in the middle and just tab in like so to form the nose cone. So you got that done. Now once you have that, stay. Once you have that done, you can get the arms into place. Now, there are these little posts here that you can flip out if you want to, and they just go into a little port right here. These are a pain in the butt to get out, and honestly, they're not critical. They're not mission critical. They are not, you don't need them. You really don't need them, so I personally don't bother with them. I leave them where they are, because these arms come down and they connect in just fine, nice and solidly without them, so I personally save myself the headache. So just break these arms in like so, and there you go. And once you've done that, these shoulder pieces here will shift inward like that, and there you go. You just get all nice and squozen, and everything stays there just fine. And once you've done that, you come down here, and these panels will go over this tab right here, and even further secure those arms into place. So again, you don't really need that peg. So you got that looking like that. Now, one more little thing we need to do up here with the chest. You stay. He doesn't like to stand while you're transforming him. You want to take these little red chest pieces here, and they just shift in just a little bit. Just go, meow. That's it. Just shift those in. And there you go. Ooh, baby. So that is pretty much it. Just kind of get that backpack up and out of the way. I mean, it's going to flop around a little bit, but we're pretty much done with the upper body. So now we can work on the legs. So now for the legs, what we're going to do here is we are going to take the toe. You want to untab it. This little clip here you can now flip in. It's just going to come over and around. Just use all those hinges at your disposal. Oops. Make sure that clip is not in the way of that panel. There we go. Bring that around. And you can flip that in and just bring that around like so. And then rotate this whole section inward like that. Once you have done that, you can then bring this fin up. You can bring this up. And bring all of this up like that. And once you've done that, you have this little panel right here that you swing out. You bring this bit down, and then you just swing all these fins over. They're all on double hinges, so just work with them to get everything where you need it to go. This little bit right here just rotates inward like that. And you can pretty much just leave that alone for now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to undo this little clip here on the side. And you can just kind of like pull the leg out a little bit. And that will help you get that out. And now what you need to do is you need to take this knee section here and slide it up because it goes over a tab. So slide that up and that will come undone. You can see it, that's where it goes over. And you can open this panel up like so. And now we can do the old combiner wars trick here with the leg compression. So you just get this, compress it down like so. Make sure all that stays straight. And then you can just fold that up. Make sure this knee section here gets pushed down. And compress that up. Oh, actually, one more thing we need to do here first. You want to take the crotch panels here, bring them up and rotate it in. Bring it up and rotate that in. You can just kind of bring them together like that. That gets them out of the way of these sections. So there you go. Once you've done that, that will close up like so. If you have everything right, it should just snap into place. And of course now it wants to fight me. Why? Because the camera's on. That's why. Everything fights me when the camera's on. If you have everything lined up just right, it should. There we go. Boom. Stays right in. Okay. So there we have that. Yeah, you just kind of leave that out of your way. So now second verse is almost like the first. You're doing a little something different here. So as far as the heel goes, open this up, fold that in, and then this will compress in like so. And then from here on out, you're pretty much doing everything the same. So undo that toe, bring all this down, you can flip that in. All this will come up and under like so. Rotate that in. And bring this up, bring all this up. Bring all this up, flip out the little panel, and again, just swing all these sections down and around, again, just work with all those hinges. Got a lot of double hinges here on this boy. There you go. Once you've done that, undo a little clip right here, slide that knee up, like that, open up that section, and just compress the leg in, like so, and then make sure all that is straight, close that up, oh, sure this knee is slid down. And again, you have to make sure everything is lined up just right. Okay, boom, there we go. Again, you just have to have things just lined up just right in here for everything to snap in. Then everything should stay put. So there we go. So now that we've done that, now it's a case of just connecting everything together. Now, at this point here, you can kind of open this up. This will kind of help you here. Because you have this little clip in here that'll go in here, and then you have various pegs and posts. You also have this little clip here that you want to flip out. Am I going the right direction here? Nope. Come on. There we go. You want to flip that little clip out like that. So clip this all together, and then get this all clipped together. And this should snap together. Nice and clipped like. There we go. Then you bring these sections together, and you can get all this clipped in. Like that. And then make sure that, oops, that got pushed in. Because of course it did. There we go. Why? Because the camera's on, that's why. So, there we go. That'll snap in like so. And once you've done that, you want to get all of this tabs together as well. You got multiple little tabs and slots here you have to get lined up. Things are in the way, sorry about that. That. Oops. And rotate this bit around here, which I forgot to do on this side. There we go. He's definitely not one of those transformations. I mean, it's just a lot to do, but there's a little bit of fiddle factor, but overall, transformation's not too bad. You just bring all this down, like so. And that'll all just sit right there, and that forms the back of the jets. So there we go. So now, we are pretty much on the home stretch here. So we're going to take this whole section here with the wings. We're going to rotate this. You can bring this up here so you get some clearance. Rotate this 180. Then you're just going to unfold the wings. Unfold the wings. This missile here shifts inward like that. Then this just comes around and that will just tab in right there like so. Once you've done that, you just flip the wing 180. And second verse is like the first. Just open all this up, rotate a little missile in, bring this around, tab that in there, get it all straightened out, and rotate that wing 180 like so. So you just bring all of this back and down. Again, lots of double hinges to work with. So get all of that tabbed into place. And then bring all this down. If you have everything just right, these tabs should go into these two slots right here in the wings. And they should just drop right in. Like that. And like that. There you go. You can bring these little landing gear down. Bring these down. Oops. And once you have all of that situated, you're pretty much good to go. You got landing gear here. You also have two landing gear here, which you can use that tool to I'll bring them up. And there you go. There you have SLINGSHOOT in his jet mode. It's a good looking jet mode. Very good looking jet mode. Again, lots of silver. So much silver. So much silver. Silver as far as the eye can see. Just a whole lot of silver on the screen. But overall, looks quite good in my opinion, but let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You got some red tapegrass here, you got the nice cockpit section there, done in a semi-tinted transparent plastic here. These shoulder pieces also are made of die-cast, just so you know. But yeah, it all comes together quite nicely. You can see not too much robot junk hanging down. Overall, I think it compresses up quite well. And there's the back. Overall, not too shabby. Not too shabby. I like it. I like it. I dig it. I can work with it. I can work with it. And there is the underside. Just so you can see. I do always end up with a gap here. A little gap here. I think I don't have this clipped in all the way like it's supposed to be, but that clip can be a bit of a pain in the butt. It works better in combine mode, but so if you get this clipped in all the way, you could probably close up that gap. But all in all, though, I think it looks pretty good. This landing gear, though, is a little bit loose. I have to tighten that up. But, yeah, plenty of landing gear anyway. But for the most part, it looks good. He rolls. He slides. A sliding, flying thing should slide. You can spin him around. Woo! There you go. But basically it there. Then, for comparison, here he is with the Zeta Toys Slingshot. So you can see how that works out. Here he is with the Masterpiece Seeker Mold. And here he is with G1 Slingshot because he's precious. Oh, so precious. And of course you can use the base of displayage here for the jet mode. And again, you can have this arm on either side. I'm just going to leave it where it is. You remove that connector and you're going to use this connector here. And you just want to take it, and there are two slots right here for it. You just take it, slide it in like so, and that will just plug into the base like that. And you take that and angle that however you wish. And that looks quite nice. You can use the light if you want to. Go boop. You got a little light shining on it. Thing you can do if you want to do it. And the base itself does have storage for the guns. You have these two slots right here on either side. So you can just kind of have the guns plugged in there. You can have them facing either way. It's totally up to you. They just plug in right there. You have storage for your guns. Hey, storage. Storage is a thing that we all enjoy, isn't it? Of course it is. But there you go. So that is basically it for the jet mode. So let's get down to transformation again, shall we? Let's get a good spin at him. Nice smooth spin. But anyway, you want to flip in the landing gears. Flip all that up like so. You can just stay there for now. And you're just going to bring up the wings and tab this. Bring this all up, and we're going to just compress these wings back up the way they were. So just fold this section in, make sure you rotate that missile out. Take this missile here, bring that around, and then swing this around. You have a tab that will go into the slot right here. Just bring that down and tab it in like so, then swing all this around on this hinge here like that. Same thing on the other side, second vest, just like the first. So rotate all this in, just get that out of the way, swing that missile out. Again, use all those hinges there at your disposal, and tab that into place, swing that around like so. You can bring all of this up and bring it forward like that, and rotate all of this around like so. You can just take these, just kind of angle them like that, and just bring them down. Just kind of get them out of your way as best you can. So, what we're going to do here is we are going to bring up these panels here to free up the arms, because now we need to untab them and give them a little wiggle. And then we're going to unclip this whole section here That will allow us to bring down what will be the combined mode elbow joint. You have these two little posts in here you need to swing out. And of course, before I cut my nails, I can get them out, but now that I cut my nails, there we go. Just swing these out. If not, you can use a little tool. There we go. The pinky is the key. There you go. Just swing those out. Now, these posts you do need. These are mission critical. So once you've done that, you can take the arms and just bring them right back down. You can see the little post port connection right there. Just line that up and get it all back nice and squozen. Again, let's get that all in line and get it all squozen. And there you go. So once you've done that, you can take these and bring them back down. This, bring it back down, like so. And now once you have done that, you can, actually you want to leave this rotated around. My apologies, rotate that around, rotate the wings around. I did that backwards. Sorry. A lot of hinges to work with here, so you forget what goes where sometimes. So bring all this down, and now you have these tabs that will go into slot right here in the transparent piece. So that will just tab in right there, and bring that around, and tab that in right there, like so. And these missiles you can have pretty much angled however you want. I've seen pictures of them this way, that way. You can do what you want there as far as how you angle those missiles. I just leave them like that. Looks neater to me, but as always, it's yours, displayed however you wish. But there you go. So now that we have done that, we can work on the lower part here. So you can just bring all this up, split all this. If you have problem splitting this, you can use the tool, just wedge it in there, pop everything out. So undo all of this, and now we can work on the legular region, which will become the wristular region. That's a word, wristular. It is. You know why? Because I just made it up. So now it's a word. Take this panel, flip it in, and then you want to just rotate this down, rotate this up, and again, use all those hinges there at your disposal. Rotate this little section down, bring this out, and then all of this will just collapse back up. Sit here, you have a tab slot connection right in here for this section. Get that in place, bring this fin down, and it sits right in that little groove right there. Like so. And everything should sit just like that. So we have this section here, which has the combined mode hand. You just bring this back like that. And then this section is going to swing up on this hinge right here. So just rotate this part up and line it up with this groove right here. And then this will come up and you have a tab slot connection right here. That will just tab in just like that. And now for the combined mode hand, kind of want to bring out the thumb. You want to open up the fingers because you got this little panel right here that you want to flip up. And once you do that, you want to hold this in place and rotate the top of the hand around like that. And there's your combined mode hand. So we're pretty much done with that side. So second verse is pretty much just like the first, just without dealing with the hand. So you're going to first flip all this in and bring all these sections up and around. Up and around, bring that out, rotate that down, and collapse all that down like so. Get everything in place, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in, like that. Let's get that all sitting like so. Take the section here, untab it, rotate this bit up. Get all this lined up so it can swing up and tab in right there like that. And one more little move, I always forget this move. Little panels right here, you want to swing these around and it will tab in right there like that. And move the hand out of the way here so you can swing this around and rotate this around and that will tab in right there. And once you've done that, now we can just plug it all back together, like so. You can make sure this little clip here is folded back down. Get all this clipped together. You see here, it's that clip I was talking about earlier. Here you can get a better grip on it, and there you go. You can clip that together. That makes everything sit nice and flush. The hand itself is then going to slide in, just that little bit there, like that. And we're pretty much at the home stretch. And this is where we need the tool, the included tool, because now we have to get the combiner peg out because it's in there. It's tucked up all up in there. So what you're going to do, you're going to take the tool, just going to wedge it in there, and you just want to get it down about 2 clicks. Just 1 click, and if you can get it down 2 clicks, you're pretty much golden. Like that. Once you've done that, you're going to use this side to hook the peg, and then you can pull it out. And there you go. Once you get to that point, you just use your fingers. And there you go. So that's where this really comes in handy. So once you've done that, you can just take the elbow here and rotate it outward so elbows can be where elbows are supposed to be. And there you go. There you have Slingshoot in combine mode. And yeah, that's an arm. That sure is an arm. Not too bad. I mean, like this underside here of the forearm is a little, you got some junk kind of hanging off of there. But looks nice from this angle. But yeah, again, very detailed, very silver. It's going to look good. I think the hand is a little too small. Personally, I think the hand could stand to be a little bit bigger. But, all in all, though, I think it looks pretty dang good. And for comparison, here it is with the Zeta Toys Slingshot in arm mode. So you can see how that's going to work out. And just because, here it is with G1 Slingshot in arm mode because it's precious, oh so precious! So there you have Slingshoot, and yeah, nicely done figure in my opinion. The robot mode looks good, the jet mode looks good, the combined mode looks pretty good. Like I said, the extra junk kind of hanging out for the bottom of the forearms there is a little unsightly, but for the most part, everything looks good. Quality-wise, the plastic feels good. Nothing felt particularly fragile on this figure. I was pretty much manhandling it and wasn't really afraid of breaking anything. Transformation-wise, the transformation is pretty good, pretty smooth. There's a little bit of fiddle factor, but not to a frustrating degree. I was never frustrated messing with this figure. It all works quite well. It's a lot to do, but it's definitely not one of those transformations. It is a pretty enjoyable transformation process. So yeah, overall, quite pleased with this guy and looking forward to seeing how the rest of the team is going to turn out. So there you go. Now, I picked this up from agabus.com. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also get this figure from bigbadtoystore.com, as always linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. You can also check out the Dreamstar Toys Superion playlist for this and all future reviews linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Dreamstar Toys Slingshoot. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Reporting for duty, sir. And you are? Slingshot, sir. Cool. We could use some more flyers in our ranks. So, how fast can you go? Oh, pretty fast. Well, all right then. Your first assignment? Get me some pizza bagels, ASAP. What? Pizza bagels, ASAP. Seriously, I'm running errands for you? Might as well change my name to DoorDash. That's a good idea.